There we go. Hey, Brandon, how you doing? I have this one here ready. Who else we got? Derek's here. Adam's here. What's up, guys? Sorry, I'm looking for the... thought I already had a power buck out, but apparently I don't. I have that for the Raspberry. And then I think I need to go get a power converter out real quick. Gunner's here. Aaron's here. Man, everybody's here real quick. How you guys doing tonight? Today, for most of you. Okay. So I got my DC to DC converter, and I am running really low on those. Actually, I've got one more left in here. Need to order some more. Next time on AliExpress, I need to order another 10 because I go through them quite quickly, actually. Okay, so tonight I'm gonna go over kind of what I did on this so far in the past week that I've been working on it, and then kind of pick up from there. I can't do any printing tonight because I'll get to that in a minute, but pretty good. They're going to play the game. Hey, Clay. Derek, hey. I'm doing all right, Aaron. So, I mean, I could be doing better. So, where I left off last week, we got everything wired up and confirmed that everything connected properly, it booted up, and things were good. So, since then, Aaron finished the newest model of the Raspberry Pi case, of the NZ case. So, I have the newest version on here now. And there was one last thing that he needed to fix on it, but I was able to power through without him doing that. But now it works just as it should. And you guys see that here? So the magnetic case just kind of like goes right on there. Fantastic. So I'm really happy with that. I'm really unhappy with the 24-volt fans that I put on there. They are way too loud. So I went ahead and ordered 5 or 6 5-volt fans from DigiKey. They're the Delta fans. So they have 8 CFM, and they're pretty quiet. So that's what's going to go on this case. We're going to take these 24 volts off tonight. Raspberry Pi is configured. This thing homes, it moves, it does everything except the bed is toast. So I guess I didn't take good enough care, or I should say the mail system didn't take good enough care, and I did notice that the top of the bed is scratched in several places, and I'm only getting heating on probably this front half here and the left side, and the back right corner is getting heating, but the actual middle, pretty much a stripe, an L down the middle and to the right, doesn't heat at all, and that is exactly where the thermistor is. So the thermistor doesn't register that the bed's heating at all, which means the bed is toast. So I can print with it without heating it, but that's just dumb. So I ordered a new bed. So that was another $45 down the drain. Oops. But yeah, so new bed is on its way. Because at first the thermistor in this was bad. I pinched it, replaced the thermistor, and that's when I realized that the bed was toast anyways. So I'm like, well, I went through all that for nothing. But yeah, it's all pretty clean. So tonight, again, I want to remove these 24-volt fans that I don't like. I want to add in the power converter here. So this is just going to be a step-down converter from 24 volts down to 5 volts for the Raspberry Pi. Also, the fans will connect to this eventually, but right now I don't have the fans, so they don't need to connect to it. And then we're going to connect the Raspberry Pi 3 via UART, via the GPIO pins, to the NZ board and get that configured tonight. So I want to be able to confirm that that all connects. And finally, I did order the new cable. There's a black cable online for the touchscreen that's long enough. It's 1 meter long. So it's going to be too long, and I'll be able to just coil it up inside the case. It's pretty roomy in there. But yeah, so I'm waiting for a new bed, waiting for the the new fans, waiting for the new cable for this. So after this stream tonight, I probably won't stream again for this build until I have all those parts. So, but at least I can get some more things done here and get still work on some parts of it. But in the long run, that's going to be about it. So, and I will need to find a sacrificial micro USB cable, which this one looks pretty good, so I can power the Pi via micro USB cable. So that is what I will do here shortly. Going back here, I got Ojix know what to do with it. Do a DIY, absolutely, man. All right, Adam's gonna be here. Adam, I will need your help because I tried Googling real quick. I couldn't find quickly enough exactly what pins to use from the Raspberry Pi 3 to the NZ board. I couldn't find that off the top real quick. I tried searching for it, could not find it. So if you find that, please let me know. I would love that. So for right now, we're going to pull this spool holder back off, which I love being able to just slot this on and off. I mean, working on the printers, it makes it so much easier. Let's get that blower out of the way. We can unplug this. And then tilt this up on its side. And we're going to switch to the overhead for this so you guys can kind of see what's going on a little bit. I cannot wait until I can put this camera up here because then I can like easily zoom in and stuff. Right now it's too hard. This is just a Logitech 922 Pro or something like that, I think it is. So it's nothing. I mean, it's a nice webcam, but having zero control on it without opening up software is pretty annoying. All right, thank you, Adam and Derek, for providing info there. So yeah, I got to get the Pi out and out of the way. It's the one thing that is kind of not convenient about this is if I need to really work on the printer, I have to remove the Pi. So it is slightly annoying, but I will deal with it. And I just need to remove. And I temporarily added these fans because I wanted to see how they would do. I literally just spliced them, put them underneath to the power, the incoming power from the power supply, and cranked it down. So it was literally just bare split wires there. So I'm going to pull these fans out now and be okay with that now. So these fans are fine for like a hot end fan. I mean, they're a little loud. They're just Winnisons. You can get a 10-pack on Amazon for pretty cheap. So I mean, if you need some cheap 24-volt fans, they definitely do the job. And if they're in a case or they only run when they have to, but running full tilt all the time is just way too loud. So the 5-volt fans will be a much better improvement on that. And then here, you guys can see the absolute click action of that. I do love that. I might move down a little bit more here. Give you guys a little more of a top down. There we go. That's a little better. Let me open up Discord, Adam, because I think I heard you ding on the other computer. So yeah, because the headers on the Pi are up here, so I do need to get some male to female header deals there. Don't switch. There's Adam. Okay. So okay, so there's the pin breakout there. Okay. So it's gonna be ground 19 and 18 on the NZ board, so it's going to be skip 1 and then those 3. And then for the UART, it's skip 2, ground, and then TX and RX. So very nice. Thank you, Adam, for the support material there. And tilt my head. Yeah, it is sideways, so that's okay. So I need to get some different cables. So I'm going to get some right here. I've got some male to female ones. I'm going to keep green for ground because that just makes sense. I'll put all the other ones back away and then put all these away. Okay, so I've got my cable here and we're going to go skip 2 and then ground 1 and then 2. Okay, so there's the 3 of those there. My pins are bent a little bit. And then going back here, so that makes yellow transmit, which needs to go to receive on the Pi, or on the NZ board. So that's going to be skip 1 and then ground. And then what did I just say that? Yellow is transmit. Oh, and then it goes yellow and orange. Because that is receive and transfer. Yeah, because that goes ground, receive, transfer, and the Pi goes ground, transfer, receive. So, hey, that's pretty quick and easy, I think. That's not bad. No, you can jack in from either side, Derek, and I'll confirm that here once we get there. But right now, I'm gonna have to get a few tools out because I'm gonna need to use my power station and multimeter here so that I can set the power on the buck. Correct order. All right, thank you, Adam, because there's a lot of times that I end up wondering this, like transmit to transmit or receive to receive. Like, why is it not working? Shoot me now. Okay, so, oh, where's my power leads at? That's a good question. I have no idea where my power leads are for that guy. So let me dig for a minute. See if it's in one of the bins. I mean, at least I got the power supply out. I just haven't gotten out its cables yet. And the cables, actually, I think are going to be in this box right here. Because this is all the stuff I need to hang tonight. These are all my USB cables that they just wrapped this. Okay, so that's not it. Actually, tonight's project is to put all the cables up. Ah, here they are. Okay, good stuff. So I use the clips. Okay, got my cables. Okay, so got positive, got negative. Pretty sure this thing doesn't have any power to it yet, which it does not. So let me find a power cable now, which I think they're in this right here. Oh, wait, I can just take the one from the printer. Yeah, here we go. And then, ooh, is this 110, 220? 110, because I'm in 110 power right now. Okay. There we go. So now we can turn this on. Turn this up to 24 volts, because that's what the power supply puts out. Because this is a 24 volt mean well power supply that I'm using on this build. Because it really is not that much more expensive. So positive in, negative in. Okay. You just sit here like that. Turn it off for now. Okay. Get my meter out here. Doing DC volts. Out. In. Power back on. Need a little flathead. And there we go. Now it's going down. Going all the way down to 5 volts. Six volts. 5.13. Five volts even. Look at that. That was easy enough to do. So now this guy is ready to go. And then I will need the soldering iron out because everything is difficult. You need 12 tools to do one job. We'll need to find a place to hang these guys, like somewhere nearby. I haven't figured out how I'm doing any of this yet. I just have things thrown up there right now. And I need to print. I mean, I have a pack of these actual metal pegboard things, but I want to print stuff for it, and I just have not had the time to like even think about, okay, what do I want to design, because it's going to take me forever to do that. Unless I steal designs off some other people, which probably will. So, where are we at now? Okay, Adam, I should be all right right now. Just got to get the, let's see, where can we put this guy? Will you fit right there with the lid on? You will. That is a sweet spot right there. That is down out of the way. If we do it this way, though, we put the in back there. I like it. Now I need wire to make it happen. So we need to find my bucket of wire, which I'm sure if you watch from me, you know I save all of my scraps in here. So I just need to find a little black and red pair. Or it doesn't really matter to be black and red, it just needs to be a pair of wires. What's this one? Oh, that's a heater wire. That's just red. Because it's only going down to 5 volts and the load is pretty low, it does not need to be super crazy big thick wire. I'm going to use this guy right here because this has ferrules on it, which I can use to be able to clamp that down better. Okay, down the way. Our singer is already plugged in. Sweet. I didn't realize I plugged that in already. So let's just crank that up. Pour some water on the sponge. One for the soldering iron, one for me. Now, I do wonder, though, I don't think this will fit. Okay, so that, I need to move some wires around. You guys all need to flip and be up there. I need to make space for these headers, these wires to come in here. I go that way and then down and in. There's enough space for it. But it looks like there'll be enough for this heatsink. I just hate to put this heatsink on and take it off because then you kind of ruin the stickiness of it. Yeah, it's a little tight on the header space, but make it work. Okay. But if I just move some of these wires, just flip them up to go above the connector instead of below the connector, it pretty much fits at that point. And I'm going to use this zip tie to try and corral this guy here. Because you are super annoying and in my way. This is that new thermistor for the heated bed, which doesn't really matter, but for my sake, it matters to me because it is so in the way. All of you guys need to go up this way. How can I make that happen? I need another twisty tie. I need half this. My snips. And we're going to just going to use a twist tie on these wires just to force that gap. There we go. That is much better now. Okay, so this is hot. We're going to take this and we'll do that much. It's too much wire, but that'll be okay. It'll make it easier to get this guy in there. Let's switch you guys back up to here. And I can just do like this. And you can see the soldering bit. Hot dog. So we just need to tin these guys first. Okay, and then the buck. Heck with that thing. All right, so this is going to be our power in. So we need to pads. And we've got our positive in. And then have our negative in. I also can't say how many times I have wired these guys in reverse. I'm like, why isn't it working? Because you're an idiot, Shane. And I need to get the Epic Hot Glue Gun warmed up. Which I hope there's enough juice in this battery. Been hanging a lot of stuff and I haven't charged the battery in a while. So now we need our sacrificial USB cable here. I'll give ourselves a little piece of that. That's now trash. And I thought actually, now that I just cut that, I could have swore I thought I cut one in here and tossed in. Maybe I didn't. But no biggie. Okay. So we need to strip this. And we've got the outer wire braiding. Snip all that off. I'm going to throw this away real quick because I really don't want it all over my desk and in my hand. Okay. So now we can take off the shielding. Maybe. I can find the end of it. Right there. Come on. There we go. Also need to cut that off. Then we can cut off the white and green. We don't need that. Don't need that. We just strip the red and black. Oh, come on. There we go. Now it's as simple as tinning those. Hook this guy back up. Some solder on the pads. And now we can connect them. So we've got our positive outs right here. And our negative out. Which this thing is moving on me. Stop moving. I don't like the solder on the positive. That one again. Don't like it. Come on. That. Please stop moving. Much better. So, bend those like that. You will slide right there. Plenty of space for this wire to go into the pie. Where'd the pie go? There it is. So we've got our positive, our USB cable that goes in there. There we go. And then before that happens, we need to get the positive and negative hooked up in there. Okay. So let's go with this. Okay, there's the positive. Negative down in there. Go on that side. Come on. And there's that one. Those go securely in there. Good deal. I'll see you later, Aaron. Have fun at soccer. Okay, so all right, so we've got our cables out of the way now. We've got our connection all together here. I just need to get this guy down into, whoop, I need to do power first. Is this warmed up? It is, sweet, okay. So I'm going to, come on. I'm gonna hot glue this guy into place real quick. So put a big old blob on the back. Let it cool a second. And then put it in here. Turn that off. That goes back over there. Those are still okay? Okay. Now we can do power. And then down into there. Like that. Fits quite nicely in there. Okay, and then the last one. Bam! Just like that. So that'll be nice. There's a 5-volt fan that cools directly onto the back of the Raspberry Pi, and another one that cools directly down onto the control chip of the NZ board. So this case is quite nice. This is fully created now from scratch by Aaron, but he also added in this very cool design that kind of matches the sci-tech transformer-ish type of theme that I'm going here on this build, and he made the case match that. So big thanks out to Aaron and his incredible design skills compared to mine. Way, way better. Okay, so now comes kind of the moment of truth here. on what's going to happen. So if we plug this in and power it on, hopefully we don't get any magic blue smoke. Okay. All right. The Pi has power. Everything has power. Good deal. So, hey, Ron, yes. Let's see here. So I need to pull up a new tab here. Let's pull up Teletron and mobile X term. I'm going to switch you guys to, let's see, screen capture and that. Does this work? Hey, that does work. All right, cool. So I need this to load. But we're going to go here, Klipper machines, and we're going into Hound. I don't know if it's booted yet or not. Sometimes it takes a minute for the host name to show up there. Let's change this to, why doesn't it have Hound on here? Let's add it real quick. Hound.local. Aha, so we're in there. So I need to pull up the GitHub, my GitHub, and I need to go to Klipper. It's under resources. Yeah, how to connect via serial. There we go. So I need to do all of this to that. Let's go back. Do we connect here? Blocked by the course policy. No, it's not, you stupid thing. All right, I'll need to. Okay, fine. Hound.local. Go from there. Okay. So, of course, can't connect. That's fine. All right, so let's go into here. We got to do this. Paste that, and then my password. Okay, and then we're doing move a cursor to the end and add this. Where am I? So it's all at the end. Enter, enter, bam. Oh, paste it. Okay, and then exit, yes, enter. Okay, so that's done. Now we gotta do this one. Paste, enter, and then you have to remove this from the beginning. Okay, so Control X, yes, enter, and now we're doing sudo raspi config. And then we're going to advanced options. Wait, no, where are we going? Oh, interfacing options. Interfacing options. Serial, and then we're doing no, and then we're doing yes, and then okay, and then finish. Yes, reboot. And then I think this should still work because it's the same way that it already connects. But we'll have to see how that goes there. So let's just go back to this now. Don't need me. So, all right, let's wait for this to reboot. relaunch, see if it's rebooted yet. Go here to the Hound dashboard, reconnect. Restart firmware. I really hope I don't need to rebuild and reflash again. I might need to though. Hey Jerry, what's up, man? All right, so I'm probably gonna have to do it again. So we're gonna do CD Klipper, and then make menu config. Okay, so let's switch you guys to this now so you can see it. All right, so I'm in here now, and so I need to change. I need to enable that. This needs to go to UART1. I do remember that. And then everything else is the same. So then we can escape, yes, make, and then we're gonna have to flash it again via the USB cable. Turn that off. So this is gonna give me a hex file that I need to copy down and flash via Prusa Slicer. So we're gonna launch Prusa Slicer. If I go in here to tool, where am I at here? Where's my, come on. My tools out on the side here. Of course, now it's not responding. Yay! Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna go to Klipper and then out, and then this Klipper elf.hex are gonna do download to desktop. Okay. Wait for that to download. It's right down here. Okay, and now we can do configuration, flash printer firmware, browse the clipper.hex, show that, and flash. Writing, and finish. So close that. All right, now I bring you guys back to me here. Okay. And then I'm going to double check. I go here to my configuration. Config. This should already be the TTY, ACM, whatever. Yeah, the command line tool is super duper not great. So it's already set to TTY ACM 0, so that's cool. So now if I just hit, let's close that, firmware restart. I get nothing. Oh, that battery's gonna die soon on my microphone. That's cool. Let's restart that. Might reboot the whole thing unless these are not making good enough connection in there. which they might not be. Firmware restart. Come on. All right, let's just turn the whole thing off. Who said something? So he's like, hey, what's the cost of this build? This exact build, it's a little on the pricey side. It's not terrible though. So meanwhile, power supply. I mean, the frame itself, if you buy your own extrusion, you can build your frame for what, $25, $30 max. I bought pre-cut extrusion because I wanted to be exact, and then I got, so that was like $80, and then the etching was another $140 for the etching on it. And then I bought it. This is a LDO Prusa motor set, so that was $125. The NZ board I had laying around, but you can put any controller in there you want. Meanwhile, power supply is $30. A roll of atomic filament carbon fiber PETG, $50, and you use a whole roll for that almost. The bed's $50. Build sheet. So I mean, all in all, this is probably $500. Probably could do a little bit cheaper, which I've done. Yeah, probably about $500. It's not fully Gucci, Adam, because I did cheap out. It's got a clone mosquito hot end on there. It's got a clone BMG. I'm not using real on that stuff. This is still not connecting. So my assumption is that my leads are not connecting well enough. So that gives me a few questions of what to do. So we're going to turn this off. And I'm going to pull these. I mean, it feels like it's making good, that's making good connection. So I did restart firmware, and that didn't work, Adam. Let me look at your diagram here again. So it was skip 1, ground, receive, transmit. And then over here, it was skip 2, ground, transmit, receive. Yeah, I mean, those are making good contact in there. I can feel them. So let's turn back on. Press reset button or shut it off. Yeah, I shut it off once already though. So let's see what happens. I might end up needing to hook up the screen just so I can see what's going on. I don't have it hooked up again because I've only got that one cord that's kind of short. It doesn't fit properly. I will say that the carbon fiber shows blemishes pretty quickly, and I've banged this up a few times. So let's reconnect to hound.local, firmware reset, nothing. And if we reset from up here, you can always tell Klipper is not connecting because the part cooling fan, it just goes crazy, or the hot end fan goes crazy until it connects and knows it needs to be off. It's still not going. So let's make sure the port, yeah, I am SSHing to it. So I'm in it now. Let me inception you guys. Wait, let's go here. So I'm in it now here, Adam. So I need to do that ls command, right? So that's, wow, what the heck's happening? Did I just close it out? I did, okay. Back in the Hound. Hang on, it's thinking. Thinking about it. Come on. There we go. So let me do ls dev. Okay. So I wonder if it's not TTY. It's there it is. TTY AMA 0 is there. Come on, Adam. I'm counting on you here. So let me show you. Let me open the config here. Let me go into here. And so if I go to my configuration, we're not config, edit. Okay, and if we go down to MCU, you can see ACM 0, or did I do that? Did I spell that wrong? AMA 0. Oh, that might be it. So it's AMA 0. Let me save and restart. Because it was ACM 0. Oh, there it is. Yes! That was simply me being an idiot. Freaking A. So that is now much better. And the fan turned off. So it gets really quiet. Once Klipper finally connects to the firmware, everything's like, oh, I now know what to do. But like at first, it doesn't know what to do. So yes. Now we are hooked up completely internally on this. There's no extra USB cables or extra power cables. There is just power to the printer, and that's all we need. That is exactly what I wanted. Sweet. That is what I wanted. Smart idiot. Pretty much. Because some of the text, it's a little bit more difficult. Klipper on the Prushas is more difficult. It really is. It's not as straightforward as doing it on. I have it on SKR minis. I have it on SKR 1.3s, and I've gotten through it quicker. But doing it on Fastlane, because Fastlane also has an NZ board, has been difficult. So. But yeah, making sure you have the right text helps. Oh, man. So yeah, now there's Klipper on here, fully working. What else did I say I wanted to knock out today? So I think that was it. It was just getting that hardwired in, getting it hooked up via UART. Life in Fastlane. Just use the included cable, configure UART, and you're done. What do you mean just one cable? What are you talking about? I mean, technically, yes, I could power the Pi via the GPIO pins, but from everything I read and talking to a lot of people, you lose the any power protection from the Pi if you power through the GPIO port. But if you power through the actual power port, you still get the power protection in case for some reason it wigs out and kills your Pi. Oh, the spider board. I'm not using a spider board. Shut up. You're not helpful. That's what I got to deal with, man. I got jokers everywhere. Although I do like the because the next whatever I build next, I'm probably going to use the FiSec S6 board because it does dual voltage, which I think is astonishing that no one has done until FiSec has done it. I don't know if the spider board does it, but FiSec is the first board that I've seen that has dual voltage for fans, and you just set it with a jumper, whether you want it to be 24 or 12 volt. And I have a ton of 12 volt maglev fans. I have a ton of them here, but not 24 volt, because 24 volt is A, hard to find, and B, super expensive. Oh, Spider is based on the S6. Oh, nice. Well, I'll probably use, I still have some SKR 1.3s hanging around, so I'm not quite sure what's going to go in the FT5 when I convert that, because that's probably the next big project, is converting that and figuring out how I'm going to convert that, because I honestly don't know what way I'm going to go with that. I might need to make a special thread in the Discord just to discuss it with some of the people that know better than me on exactly which way I should go for that, because I don't know what I want to do. Oh, you can do 5, 12, or 20 volt. That's pretty sweet. But either way, it's cool. I like it. I want to be able to do that. Oh, nope. Dropped the bolt. I forgot I left the bolts in these fans. But yeah, these 24 volts, again, they're not great. They're cheap, and they get the job done for a hot end fan. I think I have, these are all just blowers. These are all 24 and 12 volt blower fans. Then all the 5 volt blower fans are in a different place because I don't have enough drawers for that. I had debated trying to put up another set of drawers here somewhere. I just don't know where I would put it. I would have had to set that higher, but then that'd have been in the way, and yeah, no. Yeah, you can do the multiple MCUs. So I remembered you, you or Eddie, I think, showed me that. Let me just put these bolts away real quick. One of the things I could try and figure out is, I don't even know what I would do. Oh, I'm gonna fix I'm gonna turn this off since I'm done with it for the most part, and I just need to take off the fan here and get the sock on because my silicone sock doesn't fit with the fan on. I mean, it just can't be put on with the fan on. It's super squeaky. So yeah, I was looking at the, what's it called, the Feisty Rabbit. I was looking at that. That's pretty sweet. I would love to do, maybe on like this build, I could do something like that. I mean, I have the palette, which I have not hooked up yet. I still need to, I need to get the printers all working, which I need to do test prints on a few of the builds just to make sure everything made it okay. Enraged Bunny, that's it. Yeah, Enraged Rabbit, whatever. Feisty Rabbit, I call it. I sound old when I do that. Yeah, but I want to do that. I think that would be fun to kind of play around with another MMU type thing. I have an email from another company that emailed me last week. I didn't get back to them yet. They have an MMU, a new MMU product that they would like to send me to try out. It's the Enraged Rabbit Gunner. Okay, so how does this? Oh man. Let's see. This hot end mount is like super tight. I do have a bad feeling that I'm going to end up melting part of it. Well, I'm going to need to. Come on. You're almost there. Go on there now. Okay. The silicone sock on the Mosquito is a thick boy. At least on the Mellow Mosquito it is. It's a definitely thick boy. And then it goes up in there like that. Now we can reattach this like that. I think, well, who's it? Ryan? Did Ryan just make one that he's been like secretly working on when he's like avoiding Discord? All right, that's back on. Okay, so that's that for today. Because I really don't want to tune it without the heated bed on it. I mean, I could, but I'd rather wait till I have all the parts on here. I have the new screen, I have the fans on there, and everything is completely built, and then worry about tuning it and going from there. Because all I did was I haven't really checked the Marlin build that much or the Klipper build. This build came off of Fastlane, so that's my Mark III's clone, is what that one came off of. Yeah, the hot end is a mellow. My wife is messaging me random numbers. I don't know why. Yeah, it's the Mellow Mosquito. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Let me turn this back on. I wanted to just hit the back of the FiSec fan here with just some hot glue. I don't want the leads to come loose, because that's a common thing that happens on these fans, and this orientation is the cable can get nicked. I have another. So this is the normal Mosquito clone. I also have the high flow clone somewhere, and then I have a Dragon somewhere. I have no idea when to use those on. Maybe one of them will make it on the FT5. I mean, that does have an all metal legitimate E3D with a Titan, but since I'm going to be going more the Volron route on that build, I could use the Dragon or the high flow Magnum on there. I would love to keep that build a 0.4 nozzle, because all three of my other large format printers are so The BLV MGN Cube is a 0.6. The Artillery X1 is a 0.6, and Ultra Magnus, the A8 conversion, is a 0.5 millimeter nozzle on there. So okay, I need to fix something for her later. What brand dragon? I don't know, dude. Is it in here? It might be in this bin here. It is in here. Okay. I bought it a while ago. I think it's the Triangle Labs one. Yeah, so will that focus on there? Yeah, so it's that one. I'm pretty sure this is the Triangle Labs version. Like that. But this is a high flow dragon, I'm pretty sure. Even comes with an extra sock for it. And then I have this. So this is the high flow mellow mosquito that I have hanging around. Again, no real need for it right now, but I have it. And then here's all my 5-volt replacement fans. And then motors galore. Got tons and tons of motors in here. But these are all cheap motors from other old printers that have since died, or I've gotten rid of. And I sent them to printer heaven. Yeah, I've been using Triangle Labs stuff for a while. I've had good success with a lot of their products over the years. So we'll see how it goes. But people have said that the Triangle Labs Dragon is the best one. But there is, I think I got it for a good deal because Brandon, who of course posts all the good deals on the Discord, found it, and it was like, I don't know, it was cheap. It was like $30, I think, on Amazon they were selling it. But since then, I don't think it's come back in stock on Amazon because it goes so quickly. But yet it's like $50 on their AliExpress page, something like that. You stay there. I'm gonna slide this over. So since I'm done with the build for now, if anybody has any, I need to do this real quick. If anybody has any questions on it, let me know. I'm gonna do a little bit of housekeeping here. It's 70 from Ali. Yeah, it was definitely cheaper on Amazon. I can get my cables here and get these all hung now. I have my setup here. But yeah, if anybody has any questions on the build, let me know. I'm going to hang out for a few. hopefully get this office really organized in the next week or two. Got some time off this coming week. I've got stuff from the States getting delivered soon. So what do we got here? Got regular USB, printer USB, Type B, micro USB Type B. Super little cable. These little cables are the ones to keep if you can't do Klipper internally. Doing it that way really helps. Power cable, power supply. Then I have this really weird USB A to A because the Folgerstick FT5 uses a USB Type A extension cable for their board. It was a long time ago, Brandon. Like I bought it literally a long time ago. I've been holding on to it for a while. It's HDMI. I swear it was you because again, no one posts deals like you do. No one finds deals like you do, I should say. Type B. Well, this is an extension. I'm probably going to need that. Oh, here's another one that I clipped. That's trash. And here's another A to A cable. I probably will get rid of those here eventually. Do love how they like packaged all my cables in the most obnoxious way ever. So this is lightning crap. Well, that doesn't help me. I hate lightning cables. Just hate them. USB Type C. Another lightning cable. They also break like it's nobody's business. Some headphones mixed in here. Or are these ones over here then? More headphones. This is a USB extension cable. I already know that. This was the OTG cable that I made for Ultra Magnus, but I ended up not using it. So I'm not going to save that. And then I did a printer to micro, so this is another one for the, that goes over here with this pile. That's for the Klipper builds. Probably 12 of these cables. I don't know why I have so many. Every printer I get gives me more of them. I still keep them. Another iPhone cable, lightning cable, USB extension. Still need to fix the USB controller on my main build. just going to loop this one like this. That'll do. I think there's one more. Is there one more? Where'd that box go? Oh. Here, this is the last chunk of cable. So this is another, oh, this is micro USB. Type C there. USB Type C. Is this an OTG cable? Micro USB anyways. Mini USB. So mail takes forever to get to me, but I'm hoping since I ordered everything last night or the day before, should be able to get most of the stuff in the next, probably in about 2 weeks. I would love for it to be sooner than that, but reality speaking, that's probably what it's going to end up being. It's a tiny micro USB. But Adam, if you're still there, I guess I really still haven't decided on what route to go for the, oh, I don't want these to be there. What route to go for the FT5 conversion. Haven't really hashed that out yet. On should I go switch or not switch wire? Should I go the, forgetting now what I was talking about, Trident version or the FTV version? The only issue is I have to keep the side panels on it. So that's because it's my only enclosed printer. I know that question is going to come up. Why keep the side panels? Because it's my only enclosed printer. And I need it to stay enclosed. So when I do need to print something high temperature, I can do so on that printer. Make it a Trident. Oh, Nate, thanks. Yeah, this is actually a lead. I think it's called a lead test hanger on like Thingiverse. I had one at my last place and I liked it, so I decided to print it again. And I can easily just organize all my different USB cables pretty quick and easily. And there's plenty of space for more. I got too many, but that's a subject of don't tell my wife. These Apple cables, I'm going to hang upside down because the stupid lightning connector is so stupidly small, it doesn't want to hang properly. I have to keep these away from the kids because my kids constantly break lightning cables, which is why I hate Apple so much. Hate them, I hate them, I hate them. What is this little one from? No, not doing it. You can't convert the FT5 to a Volron 2.4. At least not that I'm aware of. Not easily enough. I don't want to do anything like too crazy again because I need to keep it enclosed. So order or cables? A little bit of both, Justin. And thanks for randomly popping in, as you like to do every now and then. This is a power cable that goes in there. I do have my old school water cooling heat sinks still that I wanted to hold on to. There's the other lock. I knew I had that somewhere. Because when I bought all these new pies, I bought them with the heat sinks, but I knew from my water cooling days that I had some super duper old copper ones, and I thought I had a drawer of heat sinks somewhere up here. Of course, it's one of the ones that's not labeled. Well, that's a Raspberry Pi copper one. I could have swore I had a drawer of them somewhere. Here? No, not in there. Close command. Oops. Not in there. Switches, eye sockets, USB crap, LEDs, fuses for the old builds. Probably get rid of those fuses soon. What's this stuff? Oh, is that the screws to the TV? That very well might be. See what you found when you look through things? I need to make a drawer. Or should we just use this one for heat sinks? That's right, you can never have too many cables. So just throw all those in there. And I can throw this away now. I swear I have a drawer full of heat sinks somewhere. I just don't know where the heck it went. It might be down in this. This is my water cooling graveyard. There's somewhere. I just don't know where. But now's not the time to look. Check, check. Okay, it's back. Now I can start to put this box away. I like muted the mic to sneeze, and then I sneezed, and the microphone died. So I was like, well, that was fortuitous. Small piece of belt. Is this enough for a loop? No, so we'll throw that away. So heat shrink that we can save. Put this in the heat shrink bin. Where's that? Heat shrink tubing. Gotta save my wire. That can go on the wire bin. So I have a full rod set here still because, again, this has those pre-production LDO motors, anodized black smooth rods. I'm going to keep this set just in case those end up being garbage. I have a full set of silver ones here, which would still look good on it, but the black just looks so much better. So much better. A piece of heat shrink tubing there. This is a cable in order to cut. There's one thing I get an old power cable when I wire up the switches in the printers. I use an old power cable to dice it up. So I have this. I don't think I need to keep this Bondtech casing. I'll keep the arm just in case because I don't think the arm doesn't quite fit on here. But I think the arm will be useful at some point. And these are LM8 UUs. Yep. And I got my IKOs to go in there. And again, I've got the IKOs for this build. Again, if this doesn't work out with these are all using Dryland bearings except for Z. Z is using traditional LM8 LUUs, and that. Oh, that's the. I have to put this back on. No, not this one. This is for the bear. This is for this one. I forgot. I need to put the fan shroud back on. And then Aaron's gone, isn't he? Ah, dang it. I needed to ask him. T8 lead screws. Can you remind me the name? The name of the guy that did the US. So the etching is done by. What's he go by? Scarred 3D. There's a link in the video description down below if you want to check out his website. And he's the one that did the laser etching for me. So this build also has these guys. This one broke, so I'll keep that one. But these bare ends I'm not going to use. I'm going to use this one. Don't need that. This is wrong, so that one gets thrown away. This gets thrown away. Okay. Need a bigger garbage can for my office. I mean, some people typing is not their strong suit. So I'm not gonna knock somebody for that. Oh, what's this now? This another IKO. Oh wait, did I put an empty IKO box in here? That would be funny if I did. No, no. Just gonna write on it. Do I have a magic marker somewhere? I do. Wait, do these say IK on them? Oh, they do. So I don't need to mark it. I'll take all these out of the boxes then. So the etching is really cool. He does now offer this. He called this SciTech, I think. He talked about it on his whatever that Prusa Live thing is. He talked about this build actually on there and how he designed this specifically for me. I asked him to do a custom design for me, and he agreed, which is very, very cool of him to do that. I mean, I did pay him to do it, so like, yes, it was cool for him to do that, and yes, I did pay him to custom design a design for this for me. All right, so I've got some more of those to put away. At least I got enough LM8 LUUs now for a traditional build, because I had totally run out of them not long ago. And I don't need, I'm not doing a traditional screen on this, so I don't need these. Actually, I don't even know why I printed those. It was such a waste of filament, Shane. But that's what I get for not really planning what I'm doing, and I kind of just start printing and hope for the best. That's save. This one's trash. I don't need this. That's an extra PTFE if I need it. Scoot over here. Z-bearing. I will keep these build helpers in case I print another, in case I make another bear. There's no reason to throw away the build helpers. These are just some spare parts. My nozzle wrench. Now I can finally get rid of this. Very good. Oh man. Well, that's pretty good work for one night, I think. Got the box mostly cleaned up. Just need to find a place to put these last few things, and then wait for parts to come in, because the story of my life is I either break something or I forget something and I have to order it and it takes forever to get here. So, did I use a screen? Well, not ball run style, it's Klipper. I mean, Klipper can go on any printer. But I use Klipper for all my printers now because I can use a single interface, which is Teletran 1, is a little Raspberry Pi Zero that I use to host Klipper on, and I use that as my single point. So I just have to go to one URL, and then I can access all the other printers, which is super helpful because then I don't have to. The only one I can't access digitally is the SKR Bear. I'm keeping that one the way it is. I might throw a Octoprint on it, but for right now it's fine. And then my Mark 3S, I'm keeping the traditional Prusa firmware on it, and that's running Octoprint. And that one also hooks up to the palette, so that if I do any multicolor printing, I do it all on the Mark 3S. So I still also need to find a place to put the rep box that I have. I need to find a place to mount that on the wall, but I still need to get rid of some more printers. So I'm using Fluid. That was the first one I was introduced to, and I liked it, so I use Fluid on everything now. The one downside to Fluid right now is that Cadriel seems to be on a several month-long break because the last development change he put to Fluid was, I think Adam looked and it was like May or March. It's been several months since he's done anything. I really want to reach, and he's on Discord. I see him every now and then, but he doesn't say anything, I don't think. I'm going to reach out to him and just see if he's all right. I'm kind of curious, unless he took the summer off, take the summer off, but I'd love to talk with him and just make sure that he's going to do, oh, July. Okay, so not too bad, but still, it's 3 months now of no updates, no talking. So I want to reach out to him and just see how things are going. I'm a little curious now. But I think I'm going to call it there for the night. That was productive, got things done, and yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to do. I don't think so. So yeah, I'll call it night there. So I'll be back with this build, specifically Hound, in probably 2 or 3 weeks. Once I get those new parts in, I'll do another live stream, put those new parts on, and then that one might be a longer live stream because I might actually start tuning Klipper at that point. Which doesn't take terribly long to tune Klipper, but I'll do input shaper and pressure advance then just to get things all squared away. And then I'll be able to throw this on the shelf and start doing a bunch of test prints on it so that I can do kind of an overview video. I don't really do reviews of my custom builds. I still have a few more to put out. I just have to edit them, and I've been super lazy. But now that I have my main rig back, editing should be a little bit quicker and easier. But I'm going to do the rest of my overview videos of all the custom builds that I've been doing over the past year pretty much. The last one I did was, might have been Megatron or Bumblebee. I think I have one of those or 2 of those edited, and it's already uploaded on YouTube. I just have to actually publish it, and I need to be less lazy and actually do that. But yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. I'll be back. I think next week might just be a hangout. I'm not sure. We'll see what I come up with this week or what I end up printing or working on, having a few days off. I have no idea what the next big project is going to be right now, but we'll figure something out. So thank you for tuning in, guys. And if you guys want to check out the frame, again, there's a link down below. You get a 10% discount if you use the link down below. There's details on how to do that. But yeah, it's a cool frame. You can either buy the frame from him or you can send him your frame, which I did. I bought this frame at AliExpress, sent it to him, he laser etched it, and then sent it back to me. I just have to pay for the shipping on that. Yeah, so check those links out down below, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Happy printing. See you later.